Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today it's time to find the setup for Miami, a brand new track. So I have the Excell ready and let's go. Yeah, I have looked at the setup, the starting setup after my teammate did some laps and I did some calculations and I came to this setup, which I can't really read. And we'll be driving the first lap, and then based on that feedback from the driver, I will be adjusting the setup. Let's drive the first lap, and we got lots of comments, so which is really what we like. We got a comment on every part, so now I will be checking what he said. The wings, I'm missing a bit of grip in the curves. This -1. So it's too low, so I need to increase it. And for the engine, not enough power in the straights. Too low, need to increase it. Brakes, we move the balance to the front. No wait, it is -2. Yes, -2. -2. My happy range for the brakes is 40. So that should be 370 at least. The gears. Put the gear ratio a bit lower. It's +1. +1, this is the high side. We need to lower it. And for the suspension, too much, +1. No, -1. So we need to increase it. So based on what the brakes are the most off, the others are in range of the happy range. So now I will be moving to the second lap, and for the second lap the setup, I will be increasing the setup as he needs more wing, and I will be increasing with let's do 16, and yes, let's just do 16 for the engine as well. 746, and for the gears I need to lower by also 16, so that is 264 and 16, and this is a high, and these are low. Low, 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 low. So now it's time to fill in the setup and drive the second lap. We should get some more comments from the driver. So now he only mentions the brakes and the gears. So no mention on the wings, the engine, and not said anything about the suspension. So that means that I now have a range of 840 to 856, and in that range is the lowest point where he's happy with. So that means that for the suspension I need to go lower, so that should be 848. And then we will see if he gets a comment on it. So let's now check out those others. The brakes a bit more to the front, and what are you saying? Would like to have a bit more to the front. It's -1. -1. What did you say here? So I move in. So I moved into the correct direction. Leave balance to the front. Yes, I was on -2, and now I am on -1. So I'm getting closer. Now I will be increasing it by 16. This is the brakes, yes, this is the brakes. 16, 386, and for the gears, +1, right? Yes, +1. Is it the same? Yes, it's the same. So I need to go even lower. So let's go another 60. That's 248, right? Yes, 248. And for the wings, same as the suspension, we can go back slightly. So -8 is 518. And for the engine as well, I can go back 8, so there should be 738. And we'll see if we get any more comments on the setup. 518, 738, A6, 248, and 848. Check. Yes, drive the lap. Got some more comments. No feedback on the wings. And no feedback on the suspension. And then let's start with the gearbox. The same comment, so not yet in range. Should be close. So I will be moving another 16. That's 232. And those are should be -1, right? Yes, and the brakes, yes. So the range. So the range on the engine was 730/746. We got a comment on 738 that it was too low, that I need to increase it. So that should mean 742, and for the brakes is no. The brakes is different. I have only a low point. I haven't found a point where he is happy with the setup. So in order to get him happy, I should be moving. Should be another. Yeah, or we can go 8. Let's go 8. Should be really close. So 8 should be 394, and now the range on the wings is 510/518, and the range on the suspension is 840/848. That gives me for the wings 514 and 844. Time to enter setup for the next lap. 514, 742. Lap done. Got comments. So what did he say? No comment on suspension. So the range is decreased. Pretty good, pretty close. So it should be 842 next. And how am I with the gears? Yes, still this. So what does that mean for the gears? Just do this. So for the gears, what's the range for the gears? Or haven't found it right? Haven't found it. Need to go lower to 16. And same for the brakes. I haven't found the lowest spot. So 402. And for the engine we got a new lower comment of 742. So the happy range is even smaller, so should be 744. And the same goes for the wings with 514. Got another low point. So that should be 516. Or do we go? Yeah, let's do 410 on the brakes. Let's move this. And time to do the next lap. Let's get the sheet into the correct position, so I can see what the fuck I am doing. Yeah, so most parts are really close. Only the brakes and the gears aren't close. Haven't found the low point or the high point. In this case for the gears, 516, 516, 744, 410. Is that correctly? Yes, that's correct. And 216 and 842. And drive. So done 5 laps. No comments on the gears. That's the first one. And, no on the suspension and no on the rings. Still no comment on the brakes. Good that I have gone 16. So there should be 418 then. So what does that mean for the range that I got? Yeah, let's go for the gears. It's 216/232 with a comment on the high side. So that should mean that the next one should be 224 in the middle of those. And for the brakes it's 418 plus. Yes. No comment on 842 for the suspension, so really close. 841. And for the engine, low for 744, should be 745, and no comment on 516 for the wings, so 515. Then we might get a comment on the wings, and we might need to move one. Yeah, really annoying that I haven't found the low point of the brakes. Kinda annoying. So 330. Your happy range is 20 and 20 is 40. Need to move at least 2, that's 80. 30, 80, should be 410-ish, should be close. White. 410. Yeah, let's go 8. Yeah, let's go 8 for the brakes. Still everything correct? Seems so. Yes, time to move to drive the 6th lap. The setup is really close, but the hardest part will come when I'm done with my laps. Then my teammates will be doing the wing split testing, and I will just adjust my setup for that. And let's see, setup looks fine. Let's drive the lap. Fine, no comment on the gears, which is good news. Yes, which is good news. No comment on the gears, and comment on everything else. So the brakes, yes, need to be moved. Damn it. And so that means for the range, let's move it. Oh, no, error. So for the range, that means that 515 is a low point and 516 is no comment. For the engine, 745 is a low point and 746 is no comment on lap 2. So you can pick your number, and yes, this needs to be more. Yeah, need to be moving for the brakes. Another 8, or do I? Yeah, let's do 8. Yes, and so for the gears we have a new data point. Oh wait, wrong. This is 224. As for the gears, no comment on 224. Whilst, oh wait, I did it wrong. It is 216, 224. So this should be 220 for the next lap. And yes, same for the suspension. 841, low point, whilst there isn't a comment on 842. So that should be 842, and the only problem that I have is my gears. Yeah, and at the brakes, the range on the gears is slightly too big, and I haven't really found the point for the brakes yet. Yeah, should have increased it slightly more looking back. Likely there won't be any comment on the wings, on the engine and on the suspension. Only looking for the brakes and the gears. So let's try the lap. I'm not bothered by the fact that I can't test any tires or the wing split. There's 426, 220 and 842. Right? Can't see. Yes, looks correct. Still not in range with the brakes. Damn it. No, not in range. Whilst there isn't a comment on the gears, which is nice, so that should mean the next one should be 218, with the highest side of the range now being checked. And yes, very annoying. So that should be 434 then. Hopefully we find something. Uh, 516, 516, 746 and 842 to have the correct one for this. Yes, time to enter. The brakes are 434, 218. Yeah, should I go bigger? Yeah, let's go bigger. Oh wait, at 42. Hopefully we don't get a comment on the brakes, that's what I'm after. Fuck you. Yes, let's drive the last lap. No comment on the brakes. Damn it. I comment on the brakes, damn it. So I haven't found my brakes. Slightly annoying. Well, I guess I need to rely on my teammates. And no comment. So there should be 218. As for the perfect setup, the wings is 516. No, 515 is the low point. So we have 515 is the low point, and then with a happy range of 15 and 15 on the low point and 15 on the high side is in the middle of the happy range is the perfect setup. So for the wings that should be 530. We need to have the white color in the middle and bold. So the perfect setup should be 515, 530, and for 745 to 17, 841. And for then we'll be just adding the 18 on the engine, 763, and I don't know what's the correct setup for the brakes, as I haven't found a lap where I didn't get a comment on it. So I haven't really found the lowest point where he is happy with the brakes. And for the gears, I have a high point, so I have the high point, so I need to take off 17, which is my happy range for this, so it should be 200. And then the suspension is low, so we need to be adding the happy range in order to get the perfect setup. 862, and we got the perfect setup for my car for Q1. Sadly, I've ran out of laps, so now it's up for my teammates to find their range on the brakes, and I will be making an adjustment, but we can do some calculations. So I haven't found the lowest point that he is happy with, so it's 842, should be at least plus 8, so it's 450. Give me white. So that's 450, and then I need to add in the happy range as well. Another 20, it should be 470 at least, I guess, for the brakes. And my time, not bad. 132, currently second. And Master 2. How does that? Yeah, but it's about 2 seconds slower, right? Yes, 2 seconds slower. Qualifying lap should be slightly faster. I can do Q1. Yeah, I'm not pushing. Yeah, let's do Q1. Should be fun. Let's see, the driver mistake. Small. What's the grip level? Grip level is high. Strategy wise, what tire am I going? I believe you wanted the soft, right? Yeah, I want soft. Do I want medium? I'm not pushing. Let's see, we start the race with 27 degrees, which is on the low side in the wet. The first half hour will be wet anyway, and then most likely somewhere after 30 minutes it should get dry. So at least we will need a decent amount of fuel, and then when it gets dry it doesn't start raining. What's the lap time in Elite? 86. Wait, 60 times 60 divided by 2 divided by 86. Let's do 85. It's 21 dry laps. How long is the race? 57. So 1/3 should at least be wet. More. You want to go for half distance. I believe. Yes, also the fuel. I believe we had something like this. For dry. Would be 170. Divided 57. 3 liters. Times 30. 90 liters. 95, let's go 95 for Q2. Yes. So what tire do I want then? I don't think I want softs. I want something durable. Technically, starting on rain tires, and let's think. Starting on rim tires at some point, most likely after 20 to 30 laps, somewhere between 20 and 30 laps, it should get dry. Yes, as I am not pushing. Do mediums last? Don't think so. Yes, I don't think the mediums will last until the end of the race. So that means either I go hard and be slow, try not to stop, or go for softs and go slightly aggressive and know that I will be stopping at least once, and hopefully it won't. Yes, let's go softs. So softs were qualifying, and the setup 530, 763. The brakes 470. Yeah, how close am I to the? Yeah, how close am I even? Let's check. Brakes. Brakes -2, right? The effectors could be higher if we move the balance to the front. So -2. Then I moved it to this, and I got -1. And then so let's check. 70 was -1, so I moved 72 and it's still in -1. Right? Yes, still a -1. It should be there or thereabouts. So moving another 8 and then 20 for the hairpin range. Should be 470. Yeah, it should be pretty close. Let's do it. 200 and 862. The soft tires. Q1 and let's see. Push a lot or to the limit? Push a lot, I would say. Also, I don't really know the wing splits. Which was just some more time. I believe it was -50. Yeah, I don't know. -50. -50 though, so that should be 505, and then plus 25 is 555. We still have the same amount. 530 and 530 is 1060, 505 and 555, 1060. Yes, as I'm not pushing, let's do the Q1 lap. Yeah, pushing a lot. Yeah, not really sure what the driver mistake is. Then on the other hand, you could say it doesn't really matter as I'm not pushing this race. And yeah, what was the grip level? Grip level was high, so that should mean that my tires should have warmed up, as I have the dynos. With the warm-up distance is 5, was last season I had Continentals where the warm-up distance was 8. and I couldn't push that much. But then last race I took slightly too much qualifying risk. It was the grip level. Grip level was normal and Q1 was terrible. Yeah. Q1 was terrible, but the driver mistake was big. Yes, let's go to the limit. Let's go to the limit. Guess the second place should be the aim for currently. Go. Oh, third. F. Yeah, you can see that the qualifying time was better than the best time from practice, as the practice setup hasn't got a wing split. There's even wings, and the practice setup is either the low side of the setup or the high side of the setup. Now I will send the information to my teammates, and then my teammates can run their laps and test the tire compound difference, which is also an effect that is in this time, as the soft is slightly slower than the extra soft. I guess by about 2/10 or something like this on this track, maybe 3, but it's not too cold. I guess 2/10. And yes, seems the setup is nice. Got a lovely qualifying. Let's see standings, grid positions. Where did you qualifying last race? 28, 28, 29. What will it be? 34. Is it right? Yes, I beat him. So I think I could be starting around 20th place, but then my driver isn't the best in the wet. Yes, he 14th. Yes, setup is good. Setup is good. Yeah, pretty much done. Yes, and it's the driver feedback that I used to check out what the driver was saying. As I can't really remember, and also I needed to check if I am on the high side or the low side, as it's not always clear in the text for the brakes moving to the front. Yes, which way is the front? Yes, so far this season I have been pushing, trying to push every second race. But for the second race of the season I didn't push, as I didn't like the weather. And then I pushed in race 3, and then I pushed at Solder, where I got the technical problem where the front wing broke. Got the 32nd, then I didn't push in race 5, and then I pushed in race 6. So not pushing at Miami, we'll be pushing at race 8. Calendar. Oh wait, team standings wrong. Calendar. Yes, so we'll be pushing at race 8, then ideally race 10, race 12, race 14, Istanbul, and race 16, Shanghai. And hopefully in one of those races I can manage to score some points in order to be safe so far this season. Only 16 guys have scored some points. Again, 2 Michelinis. Some other fast guys on either baddies and 1 on Dunos. 1 semi-fast guy. Yeah, should be tight, but if we manage to score a few points with the car, and as for testing, I started to do some testing. Last testing test sessions. Yes, race 12 last season was the last test, so the points have gone down again. See, straight down. Yes, and we're starting to test, and then planning to get a good car for Istanbul, the favorite track, and of my driver, and hopefully it will be nice weather and I should be able to score some points. But this group is really crazy. I was flat out. I was blocked that much. Qualified 28. I had a decent lap time and I didn't boost. If you look at the 10th place, about my pace, and if I boosted, I could have been could have had a 114 something. Yeah, it could have been some slightly more than the 21st position if I boosted at the correct time. But still a really nice pit stop of 16 seconds. Was also mostly at 17, some 18 seconds for the pit stop. Yeah, started 28 and then got stuck into traffic. Yeah, 70 CT master out of energy. Started with 100 with some bad tires. Amazing pit stop. Got past some guys. Got stuck between behind the one stopper. Had to drive a mistake. Back into traffic. Yes, so basically the 21st position was the most possible for the race, and then the second pit stop with 19.5. Also slightly overfueled, but when I had boosted, it should have been correctly, as I wanted to be pitting at lap 27, and then another stint of 27 and 27 laps. As for the money so far this season, spent 85.5 million. 40 million car pass last race. Driver training, facilities, practice laps, qualifying, salaries, testing, tire supply and driver contract extension. Whilst race income, qualifying and the cup. Out of the cup, by the way. So far this season I lost 12 million for my starting amount. But then on the other hand, I didn't bought any parts. The car was mostly new, and yes, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and it was useful for you to find the setup as well. So goodbye!